Hello, I'm Juan Davies, Chief Creative Officer at KCET and PBS SoCal, and I am joined by the newsroom of KPCC and LAist for a daily reporter roundup. How is everyone today?
Good,
Great.
thanks.
Surviving.
Surviving, you're right. And let's start with you, Alina. The governor announced today paid sick time for grocery workers.
That's right. Governor Gavin Newsom today issued an order that mandates an extra 2 weeks of paid sick leave for all grocery workers who are now considered essential frontline workers. And this is really important because a lot of grocery store workers, they work under contracts where they don't actually get paid days off for when they're sick. So a lot of grocery workers, they need their paycheck. Many are working at minimum wage or just above it. So if they're sick, they might come in anyway. And in fact, at the beginning of this pandemic, I've talked to grocery workers. They would tell their managers they were feeling ill. They were worried about coming in sick. They were nervous about it. And they were told, come in anyway, just come in, and they were worried they would lose their jobs or wouldn't be able to make ends meet. So they did. And this hopefully will help solve that.
Another major story we've been following today and this week is the devastating impact coronavirus has had on some nursing homes. And Jackie's been following that story for us.
Yeah, nursing homes and assisted living facilities have really become hotspots for COVID-19 outbreaks. Now, Southern California health departments are tightening restrictions on long-term care in nursing homes due to the increase in deaths. Long Beach, for example, nursing home residents account for most of the city's coronavirus-related deaths. In Pasadena, 14 people either worked or lived at nursing homes have died. The new restrictions apply to all nursing homes. Doesn't matter if they've even had a confirmed case. They include taking the temperatures of all staff twice a day, isolating residents, and requiring staff to wear face masks. At the federal level, CMS, the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services, they'll soon require nursing homes to report deaths directly to them. So we may soon see how much the nursing home population has been impacted by the coronavirus nationwide.
One of the other things our newsroom has been looking at is the uptick in calls to domestic violence hotline. Robert has more on that.
Yeah, with COVID-19 trapping so many people at home, calls to LA County's domestic violence hotline in March, so last month, were up nearly 70% over the same month last year. Several people I spoke with who run shelters say this comes at a time when they're full. One shelter said they had to turn away 32 clients just last week. There's also the worry that many victims are struggling to find privacy to even call for help in the first place. One shelter told me about a call they got from a woman last week who was on her cell phone in the backyard so that she wouldn't be heard. COVID-19 is also making it hard for one shelter I heard from to free up beds that they do have, since it's not an ideal time for people to be moving out of them. So advocates just in general are really worried that with so many victims stuck at home with their abusers right now, we're going to see even more reports of domestic violence going forward.
The pandemic is also having a significant impact on local budgets. Libby's been taking a really close look at how LA is doing right now.
Yes, local leaders are trying to write budgets as we speak, but things are looking really bleak. The city's controller yesterday released a revised revenue estimate that he's predicting will have a $231 million hole for the budget this year. And the gap next year could be up to $600 million, depending on how long the shutdown lasts. That revenue shortfall is largely due to plummeting hotel occupancy taxes because no one's traveling, and license fees, fines, even parking tickets, which are all on hold. On the county side, the LA County CEO and Board of Supervisors is now projecting a $1 billion loss of sales tax revenue in this fiscal year alone. So how deep will cuts have to be to offset these losses? Mayor Garcetti is set to present his proposed 2021 budget to the City Council on Monday, so we should get a clearer picture then, but the expectation is it's not going to be pretty.
So have you heard, Libby, in terms of how this is going to be the sales tax for tourism? How is it going to be impacting arts and, all our cultural facilities here?
Right now, the mayor is only saying that he's going to be protecting things like public health and safety, spending on police and fire, those types of core city services. The expectation, though, and Garcetti has said, expect cuts. There will be deep cuts.
Well, thank you all at the LAist and KPCC newsroom, and thank you all for tuning in. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.